Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, man. Today we have another John Wall trade idea here. This one's not that fun, and that's kind of that seems to be, well, it has been actually for the entire season. That's kind of just the way it goes when you're looking at a John Wall proposed trade. This one's from fadeawayworld.net, and this is just like every damn John Wall trade I've seen. But there's like one enticing part about it, but I do just want to give some opinions on it because when is February? It's like tomorrow? Oh, it's in a couple of days. February is on Tuesday. So once February hits, I know it's been a quiet trade deadline right now, but once February hits, I would imagine it's going to be pretty chaotic. In this trade idea, the Clippers receive John Wall and the Houston Rockets receive Eric Bledsoe, Serge Ibaka, and Marcus Morris. Now, you would you would buy out Serge Ibaka immediately. I would imagine he's going to be a free agent at the end of the year on an expiring contract. Eric Bledsoe is the one that gives me a real headache in this trade because his contract's partially guaranteed for next season, and then it's gone at the end of it, but it's just like, oh man, I don't want Eric Bledsoe. Like, I really do not want Eric Bledsoe. Now, let's say the Rockets got rid of DJ Augustin at the trade deadline this season. I still would not feel that comfortable running with an only Josh Christopher and an only Armoni Brooks point guard duo coming off of our bench. So I would be okay with getting Eric Bledsoe. The contract is kind of what gets me going here, but I guess it's for a year and a half, which there's worse contracts out there, but like I said, I think it's because of Eric Bledsoe being in this trade that I'm not like jumping out of my seat. Here's who's enticing. It's Marcus Morris. And the reason for this is I would actually really enjoy if the Houston Rockets got rid of Daniel Theis in the offseason, or in the trade, at the trade deadline this season. Because to me, Marcus Morris, way better veteran than Daniel Theis. In fact, now that I say that out loud, I don't know if anyone would really argue that. I really don't know who would argue that. But, you're going to save money with this trade just because you're getting rid of John Wall. And John Wall's, he's going to be here for the next year and a half. He'll be here for the next year and a half. So you get Serge, you buy him out, or you wait till the end of the season. He's off of the books. Eric Bledsoe's contract is not too bad. Same thing goes with Marcus Morris. But my thing about Marcus Morris is, first off, he's under contract for a handful more years. I believe it's 2 more full seasons, so I think it's going to be like 2.5 seasons here. The cool part about Marcus Morris on the Rockets, if and only if Daniel Theis is gone, is he's just a really good veteran. Now, there is a downside to this trade, 100%, with Marcus Morris coming on over, because what do you do about Alperen Sengun? What do you do about Usman Garuba? Well, that's what I think makes Marcus Morris so intriguing is, I'm thinking to myself, who would I rather have my 2 young rookies, Alperen Sengun and Usman Garuba, who would I rather have them play with, both offensively and defensively, Daniel Theis or Marcus Morris? I'm actually going with Marcus Morris here. I think Marcus Morris would be a great veteran for us. And I think he would be a great mentor for him. This is a guy, he can play a ton of different positions, man. A ton of different positions. This season alone, he's averaging 15.5, 5.2 points. Like, I don't think people really realize that with Marcus Morris. I think a lot of people maybe view him as Markieff Morris, who sucks. Especially this season. Has he even played since that Jokic incident? But Marcus Morris Sr. is a really solid basketball player. And I just think that, yes, I know he's a big man, and I know you're trying to develop Usman, I know you're trying to develop Alperen Sengun. Here's the bottom line. Out of those 4 picks that we had this year, our 4 first-round picks, we would, statistically speaking, this is statistics, we would be lucky if one of them turns into a star. We would be lucky. And then once you get rid of Jalen Green, if you get rid of Jalen Green, take him out of that convo, We'd be very, 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 very lucky if one of them was a star. So Marcus Morris, to me, he can dish the ball a little bit, throwing around 2.5 assists per game. I just think the way he would be able to play both offensively and defense, I think it would complement Alperen Şengün and Usman Garuba. So for long term, I like it a lot more. So that's really it for today, man. The Clippers really, I mean, you know what you're getting with that. You know you're getting 20.6 points per game, about 7 assists, and you know you're getting a solid point guard. Hopefully he would be healthy for him. So that's it for today. If you guys enjoyed it, hit the like button, hit that sub button. Peace.